Hey guys, and welcome back to Middle Earth Gaming, and in today's video, as you guys can see, we're going to be painting up some Warriors of Carn Dûm, the new models for the Middle Earth strategy battle game. And if you guys can already see, I painted these guys in a slightly different skin because I'm trying to replicate the Warriors that we see in the War in the North video game, and I hope that they turned out alright for you guys. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy the video. We base code these, I undercode these models, I should say, in Chaos Black Spray. So enjoy the video, guys. So to start off the model, I undercoated the entire model with Chaos Black Spray. After that, we started all the base coats. So the first step is to do all the skin, and that is a 2-to-1 mix of Bugman's Glow and Gorthor Brown. I'm putting a bit of brown in here just to make it a bit more rugged wearing, because these guys are from a pretty rugged area. Next, we're going to base coat all the armor and the metals with a 60% mix of Leadbelcher to a 40% mix of Abaddon Black. And that's just going to go all over the armor. Once the metals are done, we're now going to base coat all the hair and any fur ruffs or anything like that with a 50-50 mix of Rhinox Hide and Scrag Brown. The next base coat is a 50-50 mix of Rhinox Hide and dried bark, and this is going to go all over the leather and all over any wooden areas, any wood areas like this, half of the spears or the clubs as well. We're now going to paint the tunic, the big red part that you see on the official GW images, and any of the red areas that you see on those images, we're now going to paint that in a 75 mix of Stormvermin fur to a 25% mix of dried bark. There's an optional step you can also do here, guys, a 50-50 mix of Stormvermin fur and dried bark, and this is just a manual shade through all these leather areas, all these areas that we've just done, just to do a bit more definition in these areas. Next, we're going to base coat all the belts and the boots with a 75 mix of Thondir Brown and a 25% mix of a dried bark. The last base coat before we get to the washes is a base coat of Corvus Black, and this is to any of the black areas. Now it's time for washes. So first up is a 50-50 mix of Reikland Flesh Shade and Lamia Medium, and this is to go all over the skin. The next is a big shade of Agrax Earthshade and Lamia Medium, a 50-50 mix, and this is to go over all the belts and the boots, all the brown leathers, all the straps, any of the wood areas, guys, and also all the hair and the fur. We're going to be washing the armor twice, guys. So the first is a Athonian Camo Shade, Agrax Earthshade, and Lamia Medium mix, a 25-25-50 mix. And once that first wash is dry, we're going to go over again with some Nuln Oil, thin this time with Lamia Medium, and this is also going to go over the black areas. Now we're going to start highlighting, and the first area that we're going to highlight is the skin, and this is going to be the same base coat mix, but we're going to add a bit of Cadian Flesh Tone in. And at this point, guys, it's probably a good idea if you want to do eyes to do that as well, because you can always tidy up in this step as well. And for a final highlight, we're going to add some Kislev Flesh, and this is just to pick out all the top areas, like the bridge of the nose, the cheekbones, the fingertips, that kind of thing. Next, we're going to highlight the fur and the hair, and again, we're going to layer over again with the same base coat mix, so a 50-50 mix of Rhinox Hide and Scrag Brown. And to highlight this, a little bit of Deathclaw Brown was added in. So to highlight the cloth areas, we're going to layer over again with Storm Vermin Fur and Dried Bark, a 75-25 mix. Followed by pure highlight of Storm Vermin Fur, and this is going to follow the creases of the cloth. And finally, a 50-50 mix of Storm Vermin Fur and Administratum Grey was used as a hedge highlight all around the cloth. Next, highlighting up all the brown leather areas, we're going to start off with a 50-50 mix of Rhinox Hide and Dried Bark and adding an extra 50% of Gawthor Brown into that. And this is for the first layer all over the leather. And then some Baneblade Brown was added to highlight the leather as well. An optional step you can take here as well, guys, like I did, is a 20% Agrex Earthshade and 80% Lummy and Medium mix, just to tie in all the brown leather areas together. Next, we're going to start highlighting the belts and the boots, and we're going to start off with a Thondir Brown, Dried Bark and Scrag Brown mix. Followed by adding some Deathclaw Brown for a final edge highlight. For the black areas, we're going to layer over once again with Corvus Black. We're then going to highlight these areas up by adding a 50-50 mix of Corvus Black and Dawnstone. Next, we're going to finish off the armor by doing a fine edge highlight of Ironbreaker all over the armor, including the shield, all the weapons, anything like that. Now with the most of the model done, it is now just some final details. So we're going to base coat any of the gold areas that you guys, if you guys want any gold areas, with Rune Lord Brass. We are then going to wash these areas with pure Agrex Earthshade. And then finally highlight these up again with some Canoptic Alloy. The antlers and any horns, like on the banner, can be base coated with a 50-50 mix of Rakarth Flesh and Dried Bark. This is then highlighted up with pure Rakarth Flesh. Finally, a 50-50 mix of Rakarth Flesh and Pallid Witch Flesh was then used to highlight these areas. If you have a banner, guys, we can base coat this by a 80-20 mix of Abaddon Black and Incubi Darkness. This is then followed by a manual shade of watered down Chaos Black. You might need to go this over a few times. You don't need to water it down too much, just enough just so it flows nicely into the recesses. Adding some Thunderhawk Blue into that base mix, we're now going to layer up the banner. And then finally adding some Ulthran Grey, we're then going to highlight this up as well. And before we add any markings to the banner, we're going to shade all this just to blend it all in together with a 80-20 mix of Nuln Oil and Lahmian Medium, just to tie it all together. Now, after this step, guys, I did film myself showing you guys how I did the Witch King crown on the banner here, but unfortunately that footage got corrupted, so apologies I can't show you that, guys, but you guys can see here, I'm actually pretty happy with how it turned out. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But I did base coat it, I did do a highlight on it, so the base coat of the white that was Celestia Grey, followed by a highlight of Ulthran Grey. And there we have it, guys. The Warriors of Carn Dûm are ready, and I think they turned out quite well. I'm pretty happy with them. I'm very happy with how that banner turned out as well. Again, apologies for that footage corrupting, guys, so I can't show you guys how I did that. But if you guys join the Discord, I did some work in progress shots over there, so you guys can hopefully have a look. But it was all very simple, and I just used a bit of black to if I did any mistakes as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed the scheme. Like I said, I was trying to get them as close as accurate to what they look like in War in the North, and it's amazing how different they look compared to the red scheme that GW does. I think they definitely look a lot more Middle Earthy in this color scheme. I do want to say a big thank you to all the YouTube members. You guys do help me out, and if you guys want to be one of these guys, the link is in the description below. Join the Discord, get all some cool benefits, and join the Discord anyway, guys. It's free for anyone. If you like the video, enjoy the channel, guys, make sure to do support as well, guys. Everything does mean it does mean a lot, guys. You have no idea. But if you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys would like to see next, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. And as always, happy gaming.